Hello everyone, and let's take a look at the new feature that's been added to Steam. It got added today in today's update, which allows you to freely configure controllers to run games that don't normally support controllers. Now what this allows us to do is it allows us to set a configuration on our controller to basically emulate the mouse and keyboard input. So I'll show you what we mean. We'll go into big picture. Oh, it's a Steam logo. So we've got our big picture mode. We've got our Xbox One controller that we're using here. So we go into settings and we go to controller settings, and you can see here I've got it as connected controllers Xbox One controller. You can register it to your account. You hit identify and it vibrates the controller for you. You can use a PS4 controller. You can obviously use a Steam controller. You can also use a generic gamepad, which is I think any X input device it's compatible with. So you've got Xbox. I'm using an Xbox One controller, so that's why I'm using it. You can call it Rumble preference. I'll just put it off. Personalize your controller, and you can name it. I'll just leave it as Xbox One controller. Using Xbox One controller, it will say. So you can see here it has all the button prompts for an Xbox One controller. What you can do as well is change the configuration, change what it does, basically. I've got it set up really for a shooter, basically. You'll see here that this is just one of the base settings, okay? This is one of the config settings. You can have it as a person. You can make your own settings. You can have there's community created ones. Obviously, there's nothing really there right now because it only just came out. You can have it set up for a template gamepad support, or you can have it as keyboard and mouse. Really, your other games. We don't have any game text, so you just import that one into that. So the left analog stick is W, A, S, and D. The D-pad is the arrow keys. The right analog stick is the mouse, is the joystick mouse. Left click is the right trigger, and right click is the left trigger. That's a bit confusing. You can see here you've got like jump is space for A. B is E, X is R. This is just the generic kind of config here for, I guess, FPSs. So how does this work in a game? So what we're going to do is go to a game. Now for games with controller support, I'm guessing this just won't work. I don't know how it'll work. I tried Deus Ex out. I did try out Deus Ex and it worked okay. But what we're gonna do is we'll find an old school game that doesn't have controller support. Let's say Quake 2. Okay, you can see here by the icon it's got. You can see here Resident Evil 4 has a controller icon and Quake has a keyboard icon. You can see here controller configuration required. So you can go into manage game, and you could go into controller options. Okay, you can have Rumble emulation. Controller preference is off. You could have Rumble frequency setting as the default. You could also, what we're going to do is we're going to just use this one. Okay, so we're going to use the sort of default one. Left mouse is that. You can add actions and you can freely configure these as well. You can go in and select and you can change what it does. Left mouse, obviously, right trigger. You can set the trigger range. You can set the soft pull trigger style as well. You can change the button that it is. So this is freely customizable, and I'm guessing they'll want the community to do this. So let's try fire up Quake 2. We'll hit play. Play game. Hope it shows up on this. No, bloody well. That does show up. It shows up as a really small screen though, which is nice. Right, so we can go up and I don't know if we can change the video settings. Return key it was. OpenGL. I don't know if we can. Does this do anything? Ooh. It's messed up the second screen, but... So we'll press escape. We really should have mapped the return key, but I'm going to just press it manually. Go for a new game on easy mode. We'll skip the cut. Skip the... We'll press return. We should have set up the return key, really. So it does work pretty well. I'm using the controller here. This is the right trigger we're pressing. The only thing I don't like is... What the hell is with this sound? Now there is a sort of big downside to this, is it's kinda slow. And the controls aren't inverted, so... Shoot a fool. See if we can shoot this fool here. But he didn't want to go quietly. Take that. So this is not the best of experiences with the... hence why we played it on easy mode. Ah, trying to shoot this dude. There you go. No, go away. Go away. I don't want to shoot you. I don't want to shoot you, son. I don't know what's happened with the... can we invert the mouse and press return? Invert mouse! Yes. There we go. Right, that's much better. There you go. So you can play this with an Xbox One controller. It plays... Now, it's not as good as... obviously playing it with a mouse and keyboard, but the whole point of... I'll pause this just now. The whole point of PC gaming is choice. I mean, that's the whole point of it. That's the whole purpose of PC gaming. I don't know if this is playing correctly or whether it's in a small screen. I apologize for that if it is. I don't know what's happened. We're just using display capture to capture it. We're not using game capture. So that's why, because we went from Steam to the game, that's why it's in a smaller screen. So the purpose of this is to give people choice. I mean, it does mean that you can play, you know, Quake 2 on your couch, because it does work pretty well. I mean, obviously we struggle with it a little bit there, but we'll go turn to the game and we'll have a little bit of gameplay. See if we can. So this is A, pressing to jump, and it works pretty well. I don't know what the other buttons. The other buttons, more out of item environment suit. Then that was B. There's a dude up there. Was there a dude up there? There was a dude up there. So it works, you know, as you would expect. We're kind of playing horribly at this. Bear in mind this wasn't designed for... There you go, use the barrels. Because bear in mind, you gotta bear in mind that this is not designed for mouse and keyboard. It was not designed for controller, at least. He's lost his head and he's still shooting at me. That's determination. Where the hell did the shotgun was over here, wasn't it? In Quake 2, you get the shotgun on the first level. I'm pretty sure would have made this bit easier. I'm pretty sure there was a shotgun. That's some health. Is there not a shotgun somewhere? Remember there being a move up to climb ladder. Obviously the prompts are gonna be it's control to crouch. I don't know. No, control. How do you C to crouch? Right, we're gonna have to press C. We're gonna have to map a button to C. There you go. That's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to play through this and experiment. So we had to use C on the keyboard there. But you know what it does allow you to do is have that choice, and you can play on the couch. You can play old school games on the couch. It also helps those people out that have disabilities. Mouse wheel down is unbound. Mouse wheel is unbound. Alright, they're unbound. Are we gonna have to bind them or at least change what the bumper buttons do? But I can't remember where the bloody hell the The shotgun is in Quake. There was a shot. I'm pretty sure there was a shotgun like here or something. Been a while since we played Quake 2. Well, this just takes you out here. But there you go. You can play it, and it plays pretty well. Pretty well from what I remember. I want escape. There you go. We can get this sound. We'll quit. I think we'll just quit. I don't have a return key bound. John Carmack. There you go. Programming. Good stuff. Yes, I want to quit. Didn't have the Y key bound as well. So yeah, there you go. It does get out. So pretty good actually. I like that. I like the look of it. I mean, it does allow those with those with disabilities that cannot play with mouse and keyboard, obviously, to use whatever control input they desire. Any controller that anything that accepts X input will be compatible. So, PC gaming should be about choice. I'm not one of those mouse and keyboard master race type people that says, oh, mouse and keyboard is the only way to play. True, it is better, but at least this gives you something else. You can add this to non-Steam games. Before, this was only available with the Steam controller, so you had to buy the Steam controller to get this. Did the controller stop recognizing this, or... Click. There you go. I was clicked into the other window, that's why. It was on the other screen. But yeah, Steam Big Picture, it works. I assume it'll work with Quake 1, Quake 4 as well. So yeah, I mean, it seems to work with any game that doesn't have native controller support. Now, a game with native controller support, let's go and see how it handles this, because this does have native controller support. It doesn't give you the error message. I don't know if this will launch or not. Midnight launch, access the Steam community. You can still get the Steam Big Picture overlay, but I imagine because this does have controller support, it does work. It's working a bit better than Quake 2 is. Press any key. Yeah, B button's back, A button is save successful. I don't actually know what the control... Ah, yeah, there it is. It's got the controller there. I wonder if you... Just quit, in fact. So there you go. It does still have the controller prompts in case you're wondering about the controller details. So we got a new item in our inventory. That's nice. So there you go, Steam's controller update. It will support PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, I thought PS4, sorry, not PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and it says any X input enabled device. Obviously the Steam controller has had this for a while, but the Steam controller is, I've never actually tried it, so I can't really say about the Steam controller. But anyway, that is all for this video. So thank you for joining me. We'll see you again soon, and goodbye.